Right, welcome to the channel. This is an interesting piece of news. Pirates of the Caribbean reboot, moving forward with female lead. Now, Karen Gillan is great. I really like her, and I've got no issue with the Pirates of the Caribbean having a female lead at all. I think what this is a shame, though, and I think most people will agree here, is that it signifies the changing of the guard for Disney and basically them doubling down on, getting rid of Johnny Depp, which is a shame because he can do it. He's there. He's ready. He's waiting. The reason he was kicked off of it was to do with Amber Heard and all of the admitted lies now that she said allegedly, and for them not to pick back up is a shame. It's also really surprising, actually, because you'd think that this could be a return to form for both Disney and Johnny Depp. You'd think that Disney would take this opportunity to curry favour with a lot of people for a property which is hugely profitable for them, but they're choosing to not do that. And because of that fact as well, I can't imagine that this new Pirates of the Caribbean reboot will do particularly well, even with Karen Gillan as the lead. And let's face it, she's not a draw. She's not the draw that Johnny Depp is. That's just a cold, hard fact, unfortunately. And I like her as an actress. I think she is good. I think she's great, but yeah, shame. So let's check out this report, okay? Let's get into the nitty-gritty. This is from the Disney Insider, or the Diz Insider. Now it says, and I quote, "Back in 2018, reports surfaced that Disney was set to reboot their blockbuster franchise, Pirates of the Caribbean. And since then, fans have been wondering what would that mean for Johnny Depp's Captain Jack Sparrow. Well, I can say, don't expect him to return." And this is such a shame. It really is a shame. It really is a shame, because you'd think that they could even have him back now, even if you are going to be doing a soft reboot with a new lead. Got to remember, this franchise is not old. Why are we rebooting it already? Seems dumb, right? Yeah. And also as well, I think Disney are banking on this being a huge moneymaker for them again, just like they were before. I don't think they will. I don't think this will make an awful lot of money. Not the money that they're expecting it to, anyway. Now, according to insider Daniel Reitman, the studio is in fact going to go in the reboot route and are currently looking for a female lead. And one name at the top of Disney's list to lead the reboot is Avengers Endgame and Jumanji, the Next Level star, Karen Gillan. This is something I can also confirm, as I've heard rumblings of Gillan as early as last fall. As of now, it is unknown if the actress has had any formal talks with the studio, but the studio is definitely interested. Now, we've heard numerous reports. I did two videos yesterday on, one on the Q2 earnings report, which saw them 1.4 billion down as a loss. And basically their credit ratings downgraded, their stocks downgraded. There's so much going on with Disney that this whole thing here seems like a real wasted opportunity for them to get some great feedback, to end up on top of the world again. It seems like such a silly decision. And again, one of those things when you take a step back and you look at it and you go, what are they doing? Why? Now, it goes on to say, and by the way, this article I'll leave linked down below in the description box. It goes on to say that another tidbit I hear is that the studio is also considering women of colour for the role. I mean, it doesn't matter whether you're black or white, who cares? I think the main problem here is, why are you rebooting it in the first place? It's dumb, The rebooting it now, a property that is not that old and has had sequels after sequel after sequel, all in varying quality, of course. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? You could literally just have Captain Jack Sparrow's daughter or something like this, But no, go straight for a reboot and throw out the fact that, we're going to go for a woman as the lead for like reasons, I guess. And again, it doesn't really matter. It's just one of those things that why are you rebooting it in the first place? That's a dumb decision. And if you are going to reboot it, then why are you doing all these swaps as well? It's just poor decision after poor decision. And the fact that they're, you know, considering women of colour, well, you should be considering the best actor for the role. The fact that it's a consideration goes to show tokenization, and I'll debate anyone on that. Now it goes on and says character and story details are being kept under wraps, though fan speculation will go wild now that Gillen's name has been mentioned. There could be a possibility that the film will look to be centred on Red, the popular female pirate featured in the Disney Parks attraction and is a meet and greet character. And this is Red down below. Now, that would work. That's a way to reboot it, but then is it Pirates of the Caribbean at that point in time? You know, is it the franchise that's been made because of Jack Sparrow's character? No, it's not. And undoubtedly, you know, you're going to be naive to think that Disney wouldn't get Karen Gillan to inject some Johnny Depp sort of characterizations, witticisms, subtle things into her portrayal of this Red character. You know, they absolutely would. So, yeah, having a Red, you know, the meet and greet character as the lead, that would work, absolutely. But it's still super, super dumb decision. Really, really dumb. Not smart. Not smart. Reboot something which isn't that old and then, yeah, woman of colour, yeah, woman. Like, why? Why? Just get the best actor for the role. Don't even reboot it. You know, continue it on. Continue on. Someone's daughter, someone's child, whatever. Just continue it like that. I don't understand why they're doing this. I think they're really going to lose a lot of goodwill by doing this. Now, continues and says, back in October, Disney tapped Chernobyl creator Craig Mazin and Ted Elliott, who wrote the previous Pirates films, to find a fresh new direction for the franchise. Fresh new direction for a Pirates franchise. I mean, how fresh can you be? It's Pirates of the Caribbean. You can't reinvent the wheel that much with this property. You know, there's not really that many places to go. Jerry Bruckheimer and Chad Oman, Pirates of the Caribbean National Treasure, will produce, and a director has yet to be picked, but Disney has several names that they've been looking at. Obviously, they're not going to share the names for now, as per this article anyway. They're going to be sharing it for a future scoop, so that sounds like that's coming soon, so hopefully we'll get some news on that. Now, obviously, the budget on the film is north of 100 million. I think they'll probably end up downgrading this, to be honest. These films have to be on big budgets, but after this coronavirus situation and all of the debt that these companies are in, I can't imagine that they're going to be doing this too much, to be fair. Now, obviously, it says, though Depp's involvement has yet to be addressed by Disney, this is indeed a reboot, so it is unlikely he returns. Back in 2018, president of Walt Disney Motion Picture Studios Production, Sean Bailey, spoke with the Hollywood Reporter regarding the reboot and avoided the question of Depp's involvement. Here's what he had to say. This was the quote back then. We want to bring in a new energy and vitality. I love the Pirates movies, but part of the reason Paul and Fret are so interesting is that we want to give it a kick in the pants, and that's what I've tasked them with. Basically, reboot the shit out of this and give us some more money. Because again, this is how much they make. Pirates of the Caribbean franchise is one of the most financially successful of all time. The 5 films have grossed over $4.5 billion at the worldwide box office. The last movie, Dead Men Tell No Tales, ended up making just shy of 800 million worldwide for the studio. Now that's the thing, that's not good. I think that was one of the least, I think, of their takings. They've slowly declined in quality, and the profits that they've seen have actually reflected that, which is, I know, a miracle. But what do you think? Because to me, this is dumb. Rebooting it so soon is silly. But in terms of that and that specific judgment of it, you know, a reboot coming so soon, a lot of people will be exactly like me. They just say, no, that's dumb straight away. I think it's important to take a step back, actually, and go, right, well, we've got a test mule for this coming soon in the Spiral, you know, the story of Saw or whatever it's called, the new Saw movie. It's kind of a soft reboot. So it'll be interesting to see how that does. And we'll we'll see how this one does as well. But Karen Gillan's a great actress. I think she would, I mean, she'd inevitably look great in the role of a pirate and doing all the swashbuckling stuff. She'd be great. It's, you know, just the fact that it's Pirates of the Caribbean, just make something new. I think that's where it's really going to be tarred with a brush. But I'd love to hear your thoughts, so please do let me know down below in the comments section. If you're new here, do hit subscribe. Stay up to date on the world of pop culture and movie news by hitting the bell notification icon. Also, guys, really got to say, just to let you all know, I am making my own film. I'm going to be doing an update on that soon. Head on over to my Twitter, at Mr. H Reviews. I've posted a tweet. I want some questions, a bit of a Q&A again, give you an update, and also answer some questions on my film. If you want to find out more about that, though, it's actually linked down below in the description box. Blackfields is a fantasy horror epic. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. I'm Mr. H. Take care.